HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit for a reason, and now is the best time to find out why. Go to HelloFresh.com/10TMGW and use code 10TMGW to get 10 free meals, including free shipping. This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
I mean, I feel like since we're recording remotely, we're doing a Zoom since we're in the county of Doom.
Doom.
Here say wayo. I feel like you drink more Red Bull versus coffee when you're not around me. I feel like you're a little rebel.
That might be true. But we don't have good mixers for coffee right now, so the coffee just doesn't taste as good. I shouldn't be doing this at all because I got news this morning finally.
What?
After doing an at-home breath test for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, otherwise known as
it's so
SIBO.
sexy. That's the thing. People who listen to this don't know. They don't give it enough credit for how sexy this podcast is.
Small intestinal bacterial overgrowth.
Oh, it's so small and petite.
And overgrown.
So
gross. I had to do an at-home breath test, which is really funny because I think I'd said before on the podcast when I did this literally 1 year ago. And
just breathing into bags.
You breathe into a bag, but now at home they give you a bag and a series of 10 test tubes. So you breathe into a bag and you shove a test tube in there and the test tube collects your breath. And then you package it up and you send it off to the lab. And so it is, I just kept imagining people that are stealing packages around this holiday season. If they stole that it'd just be my breath. My breath samples.
No, you know what they'd probably think? Because I wonder if this is a thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'd be like, I think this girl is selling her farts online. Yeah.
I have the bag still if anyone is looking for a side hustle.
Is that a thing? Because we've talked about dirty panties at length, and for y'all who on Twitter who were like, y'all are haters, we were supporters.
I think it's fantastic.
Me too. Dirty socks, dirty shoes. Do people straight up mail farts in like a mason jar?
Look, I'm under the impression that as a human being, if you can think about someone doing it, someone is currently doing it.
Wow.
That's my hypothesis on everything. If you can think about something, that means someone is likely currently doing it.
If this is a fetish, which to quote Grace Helbig, everything's a fetish.
Everything's a fetish.
If this is a fetish and people sell farts online, I love it. For anyone listening to this podcast for the first time, it's always like this.
Well, welcome. New year, same us. And speaking of same us, I just got my results this morning. I do have SIBO, which is great because it
has a name.
It has a name. I know what it is. I know how to treat it. I'm basically redoing 2020, which is very fun because it's the same thing that happened the beginning of last year. I don't think I ever told you when I got my upper endoscopy, I did that just to check to make sure if I had any gallstones or anything like that going on. What I said to the woman when I came out of anesthesia.
No, I love this. What did you say?
I had to get this a couple months ago, and it's so scary. I didn't let myself try on what I would actually be having to do. That you have to be put under so they can put a camera down your throat that looks at your intestine. And
do you get this footage?
Yes, I threw it away.
Put it on Patreon. On Patreon.
I got the images of all my tubes and everything, and it's disgusting.
So gross.
But Elliot couldn't come in with me because of COVID restrictions. So I had to go in, put the whole gown on, and the woman that did my anesthesia was so incredibly nice. She came and introduced herself, and I was just kind of sitting there, one, because the nurse gave me the IV wrong in my arm twice and then had to put it in my other arm. So I was already I didn't know it would be this intense. I thought it was just
I need an IV for this IV.
Exactly. And so then I was like, oh shoot, right. I'm going to be under anesthesia around strangers. And then, but it's only 20 minutes or a half hour that you're under and you come back. And I guess I popped right awake because
you would.
I would. It's I can't be out of control. And so I vaguely remember waking up and like catching myself mid-sentence saying, I wish Freud and Jung could just be friends.
Oh my God. Who is a grad student?
What a dork. And she goes, Freud and Jung? And I said, yeah, I'm studying them. And then I caught myself saying it and I just stopped talking completely.
Oh my God. Even with heavy anesthesia to knock you out, you were not slacking on school.
I was such a dork. I'm not even studying like a Freud right now, but it was just in my zeitgeist. And I said, but out of all the things I could have possibly said that were embarrassing, I'll take that. But yeah, I was so cringy. I was like, oh my God, what a fucking dork. But
what a dork.
Starting 2021, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. It's manageable. I'll take it. All good.
So then are you back on like, you can't eat onions, you can't eat garlic?
Yeah, I'm doing the low FODMAP situation, which is
the weirdest
weird but
name
manageable.
For a diet.
It is. Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. But you've been on a fitness kick. I've been seeing your Instagram stories up in the morning working out.
First of all, I need to circle back to two things.
Okay.
Two things. One, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to be an anesthesiologist?
Anesthesiologist, yeah.
That's a crazy word.
Yeah,
I feel like part of passing to become an anesthesiologist, a licensed one, you should have to be nice.
Yes. Her temperament was beautiful. And she came in, she had asked me my history with anesthesia. Like, it was double duty because I'm by myself. I don't have, my +1 to help me wake up. So she was extra comforting, extra maternal. I appreciated her very, very much.
You have to. I mean, like, nothing would be worse than being like, does this person not like me? And then you're put under.
Right. And especially because this procedure, basically, they put a open ball gag in your mouth so that the camera goes down and you don't bite on it the whole time.
Wait, is it like that game where they spread your mouth and you try to talk?
Yes, exactly that. Yeah. So it is compromising and vulnerable across the board.
Was that thing still in your mouth when you were talking about Freud and Jung?
Not that I know of. No, I know. Isn't it such a dorky thing to say?
That's how I'll picture it.
I know.
That's how I picture it. And one more thing, just because, I don't want people to listen to this and not feel like they got closure.
Yeah.
If you were selling your farts, I wonder, to the level of this being a thing, if you know how it's like when people sell their socks online or whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's specifics where you can be like, I ran 4 miles in these.
Yeah,
I did
give
this.
the details.
Like, the details.
Like
you really
how gently worn are we talking?
With the farts, I wonder if you also include a little thing of like what your previous meal was.
If you make up a little menu. That is disgusting, but you've thought it, so that means someone's doing it.
Yeah, if I can, of course I'm wanting to curate it with a menu.
You package it like a HelloFresh meal kit for everyone.
Mine would 100% be in a mason jar with twine, with a calligraphy menu of
twinkly lights around
take out Indian with, get this, the fart guys will love this, cauliflower rice. Oh man, so fucking gross.
Care Of is a wellness brand that makes it easy to maintain your health goals with a customized vitamin plan that helps you feel your best today and supports you long term. All of their products are formulated with good-for-you, clean ingredients that are backed by science. They're super transparent about the research and sourcing behind each one of their products. All you do is you go online, you take their 5-minute quiz, which asks you questions about your diet, your lifestyle, your health concerns, so that they can help address your specific wellness goals. The Care Of's holistic online quiz is like getting a one-on-one consultation with a nutritionist without leaving your house. It's perfect. You'll get a personally tailored approach to your unique health needs. And then you follow Care Of's expert recommendations, or you can adjust your pack at any time. What you receive is totally up to you. You don't have to make big resolutions this year. Small, impactful changes are just as important. I use Care Of. almost every day. I get these little vitamin packs that have little inspirational messages on them. They have my name personalized on them. It's packaged so cute. You can travel with them. You can throw them in your bags wherever you need. So you never forget them. I take B12 for energy. I take a couple others that I can't pronounce the words, the letters, but they do good things for my brain and my bones. I love the experience. It's, like I said, super customizable, so you can take their recommendations, you can switch out to whatever works for you, and this might work for you, that you can get 50% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com and entering code TMGW50. Again, 50% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com and entering code TMGW50.
Picture this, you're sitting with your significant other, and by that I mean your dog, on your couch, flipping through all the streaming services, trying to find something to watch, and then to your horror, you realize you've seen everything. You're at the bottom of the barrel. You're scraping, baby. You need some entertainment? Well, why not have it on your little screen with a little game called Best Fiends, which is a free-to-download puzzle game. It's literally thousands of levels with more added all the time, so you are never going to run out of fun stuff. And let me tell you, true friggin' story. On this podcast today, you're going to hear about how I had to get up really early today to go work out. I started playing Best Fiends again last night, and I could not put it down. Chip was full-on snoring beside me, and I'm still trying to get my little fiend up to the next level and kill the slugs and matching all the mushrooms. And you guys, this game is so much fun. Once you get past a level, you're going to want to go to the next one. Plus, it's just cute as hell, and y'all know I have a special place in my heart for cute stuff. But don't take my word for it. There's over 100 million downloads, and this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must play. There's new levels, new events, new challenges added all the time. Honestly, it is a damn party. You're going to be saying just one more level, and then realize the sun is coming up. So download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Don't say I didn't warn you, though.
I am on a fitness journey.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. And here's the thing. It's accountability. So I don't know if we talked about it on the pod or just in person, but basically I'm like, have a trainer and he has a big setup in his backyard. And so we're super socially distanced and we're both wearing masks. And he's just like, he shows me what to do and then we go through it. It's high intensity interval training, also known as HIIT with 2 I's.
HIIT. Okay, not as sexy as SIBO, but I'll take it.
Yeah, there we go. But it's really like, I've been doing it at 7:30 a.m. Twice a week.
I'm so inspired. It's very, very encouraging and inspiring. I don't know how you're doing it.
Well, I hate it. No, I can feel myself getting stronger, even though I've only done 10 sessions.
Yeah.
And I'm still just eating whatever I want because we're still in a pandemic. You know, do you?
Balance.
But it is really crazy to leave the house when it's still kind of dark.
Yep.
Today was San Francisco level foggy and 45 degrees. But then when you're outside, it's cold.
Right.
You know, so it's it gets you amped up. And it's just the difference in a day. I love that I'm acting like I discovered this. Waking up early really changes your routine.
Yeah, I believe it. Yep.
I can't even I got so much done 2 days ago when I woke up early. It's one of those things where I was like, I can't believe I got all of this done by 11.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I stayed in bed till 10:30.
See,
there's no balance yet.
that is balance, right? One day early, one day not.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I was on a kick of waking up early for a while, and it is true. I get it. I get why people are morning people.
And also there's nothing to do at night. So if there's any time to kind of, this is very top of the year vision board.
Yeah.
If there's any time to change your routine, if you've wanted to be a morning person, I guess now is it, because it's what is the difference in me going to bed at 9 versus midnight?
Yep.
It's just 3 hours of TV.
What am I missing? I know. I have at night, I have I have the brain of a kid whose parents have gone out for the night.
Yes.
Every single night that I'm like,
oh, I love that.
I have to stay up at least to midnight or try. And
Same.
then I have to try all the snacks in case I'm never allowed to try them again. But for what? I have to literally, the difference between 9 and midnight is I wake up earlier and I get more done in the daytime with the sunlight that I want to do.
Right? What am I doing? And even still, like, even if I'm having cocktails, I'm like, so the difference is I'll drink less and get more sleep versus I'll be drunker when I watch Guy's Big Ranch.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, get it together, Mamrie. No, I need to gradually make the shift, but the same. First of all, I love the idea that every single night you are Kevin in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like fully putting on aftershave.
Well, that, and also truly because we still are dealing with these raccoons. And the other night I just got so mad at them that I just took all of my wrestling chairs, the ones that we have from, WrestleMania, and I just put them flat over the grass so that they can't peel up the grass from it, and took all of my potted plants and just put them all, like, it looks like someone that's alien prepping lives here.
Yes.
Like, it does not look
fully
like someone that is okay to live by themselves should be living there.
Well, I'm still glad the way that story went because you've been having these raccoon problems. Welcome to Critter Corner.
Yep.
And I thought you were going to say you have now taken to breaking wrestling chairs over their heads. Oh my God. Yeah, I saw Elliot's Instagram story about how frustrated he is. Give me the latest. And maybe you want to just borrow a tarp?
Possibly.
That you can like drive stakes into like you would to put a tent on?
Yeah, it's been okay until this
Not
morning.
Not that I don't love this visual.
I know.
But like,
he got all these little sensory things that glow. They flash these two glowing red lights at night. They're like solar powered, so they soak up sunlight all day, and then when the nighttime comes, they just flash little lights so that theory is animals will be deterred. They might think it's another animal, or that like just they're not into lights. They don't give a fuck about these things. And he put them up like everywhere in our backyard and front yard, and they have not worked even a little bit. So then I put my system into place, which is just random furniture and potted plants strewn over everything, and that's worked for a few days in a row until this morning. Little just corners near a potted plant have been peeled away, like they're just trying to get in without knocking anything over. So
how fucking scary would it be if you went out there tomorrow and all the chairs were set up?
That's what I was worried. Okay, because my idea was that I was gonna set them up so that like their legs held down the areas of the sod, but I thought I'm just inviting them to have a seat in the backyard now.
Yeah,
I don't need to do
if
that.
They're all laid down, what if you went out there tomorrow and they were all correct and in a circle like a fucking AA meeting?
I would, I don't know.
Would you move? Would you move?
I would consider it. I would consider it. But I think I would try to set an alarm and like camp out there at night and just see what happens and catch them. I know that's the one thing.
Have you guys had direct confrontation with them yet?
Not other than weeks ago when I woke up and heard a sound, and 3 of them, huge ones, were just in the backyard with their glowing eyes looking at me, and I screamed at them. And that didn't obviously scare them away. But I haven't woken up. I've been sleeping through the night, which I guess is a bonus. But
Good for you.
I wish I could wake up to those critters. We'll see. It's an ongoing situation. It does make us more invested in our home. There you go. A quick look.
So put on a hat for you guys listening. I put on a hat.
Love it.
Well, my hair's wet. Currently, the shirt I'm wearing looks like I'm lactating out of my upper titty. Yeah. My hair is totally wet, and I was running late because, Grace.
What happened? I know you said, I need 15 more minutes. I'll explain on the pod.
Because in another series of things being done to the house that I'm like, I don't like this.
Uh-oh.
My landlords switched out my water heater for a tankless water heater.
Yeah, we have one of those.
Okay. First of all, what is the point? Are they like more eco-friendly? I don't get it.
I have truly no idea. And I didn't know we had a tankless water heater until the other day when we had no hot water all day. And
Dankeschön.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was, we had to have Roto-Rooter out here. The nicest man ever from Roto-Rooter fixed it for us.
You always got to root for the Roto-Rooter.
Truly rooting for the Roto-Rooter.
I want him to date the anesthesiologist.
I know.
Let's make it happen. No, we got a tankless water heater. And for me, I'm like, it's probably like a tax break. Like, I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I ran a bubble bath last night.
Get it?
Yeah, I did. Because
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like enjoying the little things.
Yeah.
You got to. And then I got it all. It's all foamy. I lit a candle. I dimmed the lights. I brought in a little like wicker little like side table and put up my laptop so I could watch something. Like I was having a time.
You put up like your own book next to you so you could look at it.
And I just admired it.
Yeah.
I like had the vibes intact.
Yeah.
And then
I can picture it on Instagram.
I disrobe. I go in freezing. The whole tub was freezing cold. And I like my tubs like so hot that I come out looking like a crawdaddy.
All right, so you didn't even feel it once as you were filling it up? You just were like,
nope. Because this is what I do is I go full blast hot till it's like almost done. And then I like add cold the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like I truly boil my own skin.
Yes.
It's bad. It's bad. And the whole goddamn thing was cold. So I was like, so I text my landlord. I'm like, yo, this doesn't work. He comes, he flips something. He's like, oh, I think this wasn't correct. You should be good to go. But at that point, the moment had passed.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to run another bath. I was going to get on sweatpants and go eat some pizza.
Yeah.
So I don't do it. And then this morning, I'm like running late to get everything ready.
Yeah.
Disgusting because I didn't take a bath last night. I went to my trainer this morning.
Yeah.
I get in there, 90 seconds in, it goes completely freezing. And it's just when I've shampooed my whole head.
I just also want to say the sentence, I'm disgusting because I didn't take my bath last night and I have to go see my trainer this morning. That sentence is wild.
This is me. This is who I am in 2021. I enjoy the little things like a bubble bath. Chip got me a bunch of Lush products for Christmas, which I specifically asked for.
Perfect.
And he went all out. And so I've just been like enjoying bath bombs and fizzy stuff.
Nice.
But so anyway, 90 seconds, I get out of the shower because I can't do cold showers. And I'm not saying like it cooled off. I'm saying it went to freezing waterfall
No,
temperatures. I can't do it. So I get out. Full shampoo, text my landlords. I'm like, yo, this again is cold. He goes around the side of the house, sets it, get in 90 seconds. I get the shampoo out. I get the conditioner in, cold again. I get out. I go, you guys, this doesn't work. Like, call the plumber. But so basically, I had to shower in 3 90-second intervals with like 5 minutes in between. And I was just so pissed. Like, I'm such a baby bitch when it comes to this.
Same. I did not shower. I was like ripe too and needed to shower. And our system wasn't working and it wasn't going to get fixed to the next day. And I looked at Elliot and I was just like, are you okay with me being disgusting going to bed tonight? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. I understand. Because he took a cold shower. I was like, I'm a pussy. I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
I can't. No, I can't do it either. And even the fact of like, I'm going to the desert for a few days. I'm not going to see Chip for like 5 days.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to read this. I like gave him the play-by-play. I was like texting him in between being like, I'm fucking pissed. You know, what if this tankless water heater, this fucking oxymoron. Like, screw this, like, advancement in technology.
Yeah, okay.
So, but I just realized, I texted him and I said, he goes like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm standing outside of the shower with a hair full of conditioner, hoping it heats up for another 90 seconds. He's like, damn, sorry, babe. I said, all good. I powered through it. I managed to wash my hair in 3 90-second intervals. I washed my armpits and coochie, a whore bath. Basically to be like, I'm leaving we're not going to see each other for 5 days. I would like to have sex with you before I leave. It got cold, but I got the coochie clean.
I need you to know I'm looking out for our mutual best interest tonight only. Wow.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
And what's so funny is I was like, and I'm sorry because he's out playing disc golf. I'm like, I'm sorry you're not going to have a hot shower when you get home. And he said, doesn't bother me at all. There was no hot water in the Himalayas. I'm like, of course, that's just... Of course.
Who are you two?
I'm like, I went to my trainer for 45 minutes and had to take a cold shower. He's like, I hiked Everett Space Camp and had cold showers. Oh my God.
It's changed you.
It's absolutely crazy.
Wait, you guys, I don't think we've ever talked about that. You guys lost your power for like, in terms of losing things.
Again, just a couple hours, but things feel intense. Yeah, there was that crazy ass rainstorm in LA,
Yeah.
which, guys, we know what thunderstorms are. I'm from North Carolina, but like it
Yeah.
never fucking does it here. But when it does, it was going off.
It was pretty nuts. And it was also just like ominous because it was end of the year, like full moon energy. Like there was a lot of like witchiness about all of it.
Lots of witchiness, very practical magic. And the other thing about LA, when it's like super stormy and windy, which I don't think, I mean, granted, trees, limbs, those fall everywhere. But here we've got massive palm fronds dropping from like 100 yards in the air.
Yeah.
I
and
think
like,
that's the scary thing.
and if you're a Beanz, that is literally
Forget
like the beginning of the Wizard of Oz. She's getting sucked
Yes.
into the tornado.
I couldn't walk her. She was like barreling against it. But no, a palm frond falling from like, 40 yards in the air. I was being a little ridiculous with 100. But like, that's what's so crazy. But
Yeah.
there was down my street, a full person got a new car and an entire tree fell on it.
Oh, that's
Wicked Witch style.
Sucks.
I know.
Sucks.
But so I think later that day, in order for them to like fix it or I don't know what, we didn't have power for like 3 hours.
I know. When you had texted me, I was like, we're good. But then I literally looked at Elliot. I was like, we are not prepared for not having power. We just went without hot water for a day and it was very difficult. Do we
Yes.
have flashlights? He was like, we have our phones. I was like, what's your phone charged at? He's like 20%. I was like, plug it in right now.
Yes.
Because then you said not only is our power out, but I'm stuck without power with a man that loves to prank.
Yeah.
And that scared me.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's back it up. Well, first of all, I think we do have flashlights, etc. I was having fun because we have a flashlight that's black light. That's
Nice.
to find scorpions.
Fun.
Scorpions glow under black light, and if you're camping in the desert, you want to like check where you're peeing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't want that little scorpion just hunkering down on your taint.
That's all they do.
I mean, fool me once. But we drank gin and tonics, and quinine glows under black light. So we were having like a
Fun.
little raver party. But we do need to here's the thing we weren't prepped for, which a big mistake, huge.
Okay.
Unscented candles.
Oh, see, yeah, that's the thing. I was like, we have our scented candles, and if we
It
were
was
to light all of them,
cacophony. A cacophony of odors.
like you just work in a Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, and like Chip is like not a cologne or perfume person. He literally uses like unscented detergent, unscented dryer sheets, whatever. And I'm over here just being like, this one's cinnamon roll for your side. This one is literally called dusk for my side. And it was just so much smell. So I will say, people, make sure you got those unscented candles.
Yeah, good to know. Good to know.
The last thing you want is your power out and a headache.
Yep.
Okay, this is random. We went to Palm Springs for the couple days leading up to Christmas.
Right.
We actually drove back on Christmas.
Cute.
And I'm walking Beanz, and and I see a van pass me, and it's like some type of work van, and it's got a picture of Odie from Garfield on it,
Right.
the dog, and underneath it says, "Got Dookie?" Question mark.
Do they think that character's name is Dookie?
It says, "Got Dookie," like got milk.
Right. But do they think that...
Oh, sorry, you went out for a second. I couldn't hear you.
Do they think that character's name is Dookie?
No. Okay, now let me lead you through it.
Okay.
So I immediately was like, what is this mirage
Yeah.
I'm seeing in the desert?
Why is Palm Springs so fucking weird sometimes?
It's so weird. But I looked it up. I went to gotdookie.com.
Oh shit, there goes our tube farts business.
No, we're getting gotdookie.net.
Okay.
So I look it up, and it is a dog poop retrieval service that essentially comes to your house, and like you just let your dog use the bathroom in your backyard, and
they
rather
pick
than
it
I guess
up?
picking it up every time, like we walk our dogs and pick up the poop. They
Yeah.
come to your house and they get the dookie.
Wow.
Isn't that great? But so I looked, and it's like, it's so funny because it's based on prices based on how many dogs and how many visits a week. Like there's a grid.
Right.
So it says like 1 visit per week. It's like for 1 dog, it's $12. 2 dogs, $13. Like if you have
Okay.
4 dogs, $20 a week for them to
Wow.
come and clean the doo-doo.
Okay.
Which I'm like, 4 dogs once a week?
I mean,
You're letting that shit pile up, literally.
yeah. But it's
This
like,
is so gross.
Well, see, Goose goes in the backyard in the morning, and then I'll walk her in the afternoon, and then in the middle of the night, she'll use the yard too. So I just clean up my own yard. But
Yeah.
now there's a service.
Not in Palm Springs.
Not in Palm Springs. Wow. I mean, because the Palm Springs community is an older community. So, wow.
But I love it. The rest of the grid, like 2 visits, etc. The rest of it just says, please call.
Because what if you're like, I have a dog with a sensitive stomach, so I can't guarantee what this week is going to look like, but I only
That's
need
what
one
I'm
pickup.
saying. Is there like, now why would you need 3 visits a week? What's going on with your dog's butthole? But it cracked me up because I'm like, Odie never asked for this.
Right.
Why is Odie the face of GotDookie.com? I don't think, what's his face who created Garfield is getting a cut of GotDookie.com. And if he is, this is my favorite news story of the year.
I know. Also, I don't understand the connection between Odie and Goddookie. Does he?
Well, he's a dog.
I understand that. Is that the only connection?
I think it's the only connection.
Okay.
And maybe I think Odie's kind of an idiot, but he doesn't talk.
Right.
So
he just makes.
they couldn't have a talking dog.
Okay. So no Clifford for that guy.
No, because could you imagine having to get Clifford's Dookie?
Oh God.
He was a huge dog.
Huge dog. And where does that thing, how is that not in any of the books? Where does that thing use the restroom?
Okay, thank you. And also now they have a movie coming out and it looks bad.
Horrifying.
He looks like big red cinnamon burst red. It's like I used to watch the cartoon, not myself. It was because I was a nanny in college.
Okay.
So get it right and pay the price.
I used to read the books.
Yeah, I remember when I went to a Scholastic book fair in my library, getting amped because I had $2 left and could get, it was a Clifford eraser to put pencil topper.
Yeah, perfect.
And I lived for it. In reality, it was very tough to erase with. You'd have to take it off the pencil and then get his nose on the paper, when you punish a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be like, sorry, Clifford. Fix my mistakes. But no, where does that dog piss and shit?
I don't know, but also have the animators. I know animation is an incredibly difficult job, but did we learn nothing from Sonic?
Nothing.
Because the internet tore it to shreds and you guys redid the whole movie and it still was a very questionable movie, but Clifford.
Oh, I forgot that you saw it with all. What was the product placement they put in there?
Oh gosh, they didn't do a great job because now I don't remember. But it was
Little Caesars or Pizza Hut or something. You were like, it was all over the movie.
Yeah, I think it was Little Caesars. But it was, unfortunate. And Clifford, a legend, we haven't seen him in animated form yet. And this is what you do to him? It looks,
a big red disappointment.
I know.
Oh,
huge.
So mad.
I don't know about you guys, but one of my things in 2021 when I'm going to be a perfect human and not do any of my old bad habits is that I want to take better care of my body. And part of that is not just what goes in my bod, but on my bod. And that is why I am so happy that I switched over to Native. Native is this incredible company that they send the products directly to you. I love their deodorant. Mainly, I love it so much because it doesn't have aluminums, parabens, or talc. Also, it's vegan and never tested on animals. The ingredients in it, you already know. They're like coconut oil, shea butter. You wear your deodorant every day, so you should be able to understand the ingredient list, right? Plus, switching to Native from an antiperspirant doesn't mean you're going to have to worry about BO in the middle of the day. Trust me, I don't want to be stanky either. There's a reason why Native has over 16,000 5-star reviews. Plus, with over 10 cents, you can choose the one that you like the most. There's their classic ones, coconut and vanilla, which is their most popular, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and citrus and herbal musk if you want it to be a little funkier. So if one of your New Year's resolutions is to take better care of yourself and also cut down on your plastic consumption, Try Native, who now offers a line of plastic-free deodorants in their most popular scents. Plus, you can get free shipping on every order in the U.S., and Native offers 30-day free returns and exchanges in the U.S. Make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or use promo code TMGW20 at checkout to get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or use promo code TMGW20 at checkout for 20% off your first order. You guys smell good, feel good, treat that body good.
Today, we have support from one of my absolute favorite companies. I'm talking about HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. That's right. HelloFresh cuts out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. Each week, they offer 23 plus recipes featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients, so you'll never get bored. I'm talking about low-cal recipes, carb-smart recipes, vegetarian recipes, pescatarian recipes. They have all kinds of options. You can cut down on grocery bills and food waste because they deliver pre-portioned ingredients, so you're not overbuying, which is a huge burden on the planet and your wallet, as we all know. Plus, they have Easy Eats, offering you tons of quick and easy meal solutions like oven-ready and 10 to 20-minute meals, which are perfect for your very, very busy schedule. I literally just got done making their pork flauta supreme. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's supreme, it's wonderful, and I had never made flautas before, but they make it so easy, even I could do it, so why not give it a try? Go to HelloFresh.com/10TMGW and use code 10TMGW for 10 free meals, including free shipping. One more time for those of you in the back, go to HelloFresh.com/10TMGW and use code 10TMGW for 10, count them 10, free meals, including free shipping.
Oh, but speaking of like Domino's and things like that, my friend on the Ivory Coast of Africa who used my email address.
Yes, what is the latest? I mean, I feel like we should have like Ivory Coast Corner now.
I'm actually getting a little worried about how much KFC they eat.
Oh no, it's still happening.
It's still happening. They mix it up. They got a little Burger King last week too, but still chicken tenders. No. I'm getting a little worried that they're depressed.
Okay. I mean,
and it's just KFC besides that one random Burger King. They're eating a lot of KFC, and I don't know if I should reach out.
Right. How do you? I mean, also maybe they're just letting themselves have the start of the year however they want.
Maybe. I'm
Baby
like,
steps.
as soon as I get that confirmation, I get a confirmation that it's ordered.
Right.
And then I get a different confirmation of like the name of the driver and the contact.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if at some point I reach out to the driver when it's en route with like a note of like, hey, here's your chicken. Also, someone in fucking Los Angeles is getting your KFC receipts.
Right. How do you stop the cycle of this?
How do I do this?
Yeah, because it just started, which is so funny, out of nowhere, and now it's continuing. And you're definitely not getting charged for any of this. It's just your email.
I immediately emailed my accountant and was like, do I have KFC charges in Africa? and he was like, I'm not even gonna ask. And no. Like, that probably wasn't even the craziest thing he'd heard that day since he's an entertainment accountant.
I know, right? How many hours ahead is the Ivory Coast?
Africa?
Yeah, because like what time of day are we saying that they're getting this food? Are they getting it?
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Like,
late nights, or are we having Colonel Twisters for breakfast?
right. Which I don't know which one of those shows signs
It's
of sadness. Because I'm like, the other night, Elliot ordered Baskin-Robbins for us, and it said it got delivered, and it didn't. And he said he might have frightened the neighbors trying to look for it in their yard. And then he just immediately reordered the same thing from Baskin-Robbins. And
wait, I haven't had Baskin-Robbins in a minute. What's your fave of the 32 flavs?
I haven't had Baskin-Robbins in I don't know how long. I got a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup scoop and an Oreo scoop topped with rainbow sprinkles and peanut butter sauce. That Reese's peanut butter cup sauce, whoo-hoo, is so good.
That sounds divine.
So good. On the opposite end of that, I did exercise for the first time yesterday in like
really?
months. Yeah, and I'm going to crowdsource to ask people. I want like recommendations for an easy yoga-ish quick workout from someone that doesn't have a ton of personality. You know?
Okay.
I don't
hold on.
I don't need shtick or bit. I want to get right to the moves, right through the moves, and right to the end.
Thank you. I know exactly what you're talking about because Chip has started doing again P90X.
Yeah.
In the living room, you know, I think I've inspired him. He's listening to this podcast being like, no, I've been saying I wanted to do this forever. But he hates the guy because the guy tries to be funny.
Yeah.
And literally he rewinded it and made me watch it. At one point, the host is like, you know, walking around to the people exercising. It was like, this is so-and-so. She's great.
Yeah.
She's a comedian. And then like says something and she just like hates him. And like, I feel like Chip is partially distracted because of his, you know, hate for this person who's trying to crack jokes when you're like, I'm doing a plank, you fuckhead. Right. I don't need your opinion.
If I want to watch a Wendy Williams program where she talks to the audience, I'll watch Wendy Williams on my couch and not do anything. But I just want someone that tells me how to do things, talks me through it, and gets to the end. Someone with a sweet demeanor, but someone that's not trying to be, you know, a Billy Blanks, even though I love Billy Blanks for what he does. But
on the opposite side of that coin, then you would hate me at this trainer because I do a tight 5 every morning. I mean, I believe it was, what's today? Tuesday. On Sunday morning, we were doing crunches, and I said, oh God, like I hate myself. I said, should I start looking at venues because my core is engaged? And literally, he was like, what? I was like, that was good, and you know it. Maybe I shouldn't have said venue. Maybe I should have said dresses. Like, I was like workshopping it.
I haven't been on stage in over a year. I'm so sorry. This is going to happen. It's a medical condition at this point.
I couldn't help it. So when you being like, I would like someone with no personality, I was like, well, you don't need to join my workout group. Because you'll be like, I hate you. We no longer work together.
No, I've seen you on the original version of this podcast, the web series This Might Get, with various teachers teaching us dance, fitness, all kinds of things. So I've been there in the trenches with you.
But my core was very engaged. I'm starting to feel it, man. I'm starting to feel it. I mean, we'll see when this falls off. But for right now, go me.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get into a consistent thing. On the opposite end of that, I had a brief moment the other day where I was like, should I try and get a Peloton or one of those bikes that like gives me a structure of like a class that I have to do instead of me just looking around going, there's a weight. I'll lift that for a second.
But aren't there Pelotons for... Like, aren't there classes that you can do on the treadmill and stuff? Like, Peloton isn't just bicycles and sad wife commercials.
Yeah, no, the Peloton commercials are like, this person is avoiding their divorce. Watch them go. And it's really weird. But I think I need to get something nicer to my knees, which is why I'm leaning towards bike situation.
Girl, I hear that. Also, this was a story a couple weeks ago. Did you read this about the Peloton CEO?
No, I don't think so.
He's this guy, like, he's probably the best year ever, you know. Right. Lord knows everyone was so making fun of Peloton a year ago, Christmas 2019, and then they had to have it. Like, it became a necessity. Mm-hmm. But he did an interview about, like, lifestyle, and he says that he, like, gives everything towards his morning routine, and that he goes to the bathroom in the morning, and he takes 40 sips of water out of his hand until his stomach hurts, and that's how he starts his day. And I literally, this is a quote. He says, I take 40 sips of water from my hand out of the sink and until the point where there's discomfort, and that's how I like start my day with hydration. But the question is, why not go get a cup?
Yeah, there's we got cups, we got bottles, we got you can drink it out of a dog bowl if you want to. That sounds a little bit more civilized than what you're up to. There's a bit of neuroses around that. I don't know if that's a healthy morning routine.
It's very strange, but it got me thinking about, like, I feel like it's a very, sorry to put on gender norms, but very male versus female thing. Would your brothers drink out of sinks?
Who do I? I mean, I don't know why my brain created a visual of my little brother like lapping up water like a stray cat. But
I feel like young boys do that. Like my brother would just go under this like a faucet and drink it, to the point where my mom got this little thing, almost like a pencil topper, you put at the end of the bathroom sink that looked like a whale, and you would like the water would come through and then you would pull up his bottom lip and then it would turn our sink into a water fountain.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah,
maybe I'll bring it back.
I got flashes of myself in just various like hotel rooms during travel for projects, being so drunk, just drinking like the Peloton man in the middle of the night.
Like the Peloton guy.
Yeah,
I'd understand if in his mornings he was hungover, but that's just like what he does as a routine.
I mean, also just like maybe take a cold shower, man. Like that might solve your problem.
Well, if you need a place,
I know.
I got it for you.
Also, I saw this when I was trying to look up some weird news to see what was going on in the world.
Okay.
Just a reminder to everyone, the Pennsylvania Farm Show that has given us such amazing butter sculptures as the gritty butter sculpture. They're currently seeking butter sculptures for their virtual contests January 9th through 16th. So
wow.
Not only will I be following this to see who wins this year, since it's a virtual contest, I'm encouraging you guys to submit if anyone's got a block of butter and some creativity going on.
Should we attempt our own butter sculpture?
Should we submit the worst
ones?
ones?
It could literally look so bad, but should we each submit? When are they due?
January 9th through 16th. I don't know if that's exactly when it just says that's when they're open to submission still.
We need to create it. I love that. All of them are going to be like massive. Like Gritty was massive, and mine's going to be out of one stick of butter.
Oh, yeah. This says the farm show said submissions will be accepted January 9th through 16th of sculptures crafted from up to 5 pounds of butter, much smaller than the 1,000-pound sculptures that were typically displayed at the in-person event.
Okay, yeah. Because like what are you going to do? Spend your life savings buying 1,000 pounds of butter to carve something into? I'm going to do a block of butter, like the one that's like a double stick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Together.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try it. You know what I think the key is gonna be? Intermittently freezing it.
Yeah.
Getting it rock hard, then taking it out, carving, putting it back in like a very Great British Bake Off process.
Yes. I want
like when they make the croissant dough,
right?
And they're like, "We got the butter's melting."
Yeah. Which this season, I love the show, obviously, but this current season that finished, I felt like they gave them the hardest challenges to do in the worst. I saw someone's tweet that was like, the Great British Baking Show has had literally years to figure out the AC system in their tent, and they just went, nah.
Truly. Okay, we're going to butter sculpture. I think we should do it.
Yeah, even if we don't submit it, at least we should put it on our Patreon.
I'm going to submit it.
Okay, that's great.
We got to follow this journey.
You have to submit them. I guess all of the winners will be selected by the followers of the Farm Show Facebook page, and the winners will receive gift cards.
Okay, I'm so down. And I won't even like swing my social media dick. Like I'll try to get legit votes. I don't know what I'm going to be. It's going to be terrible.
I'll submit under my fake name that I love to use, Melody Janitor.
Well, Grace, we also know you love to use just Janet Jackson.
And Janet Jackson. It's one or the other.
Melody Janitor. Okay, well, speaking of Patreon, before we go,
yes,
guys, we have got some fun stuff that we're going to try this year. Grace just put up a post the other day.
Yeah, I did my first impressions review of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. I know you all
haven't seen yet.
It's fantastic first episode, very exciting, thrilling, but we don't talk about TV so much on the podcast, so I'm going to be doing weekly reviews of season 13 on our Patreon, so that should be very, very fun. I've been texting with my brother about who his favorites are, so everyone's involved.
I think that's a great idea, especially because we never know with listeners in like Australia versus this, like if people can get it at the same time we watch it. Totally. And then I'll be announcing soon, I'm going to start a book club on our Patreon. It's I am bad at reading, and so I'm using that acronym, bad at reading, BAR, and so the book club is going to be the Barflies.
Love it.
And so I'm basically, I'll say on my Instagram, whatever, what we're reading, and then anyone can participate. But then if you want to hear like my thoughts on the book, that'll be on Patreon. And then one more thing.
Yeah.
That I'm going to put up today on the page.
Okay.
Is Beanz had a run-in with Sweet Habanero. Habanero, obviously is barking, wearing some type of like skull and crossbones sweater, like just going at it.
This was this was heated. Okay.
This was a couple days ago. And normally, if someone is striking first, Beanz removes herself.
She takes the high road.
She likes to like go first. And if they're and then scare them. But if someone already scares her, she's out.
Okay.
Beanz doesn't skip a beat. Beanz walks straight up to Habanero and goes for the jugular.
Oh no!
Like paws in the air, fingers flexed for the neck.
Oh my Beanz. I've never seen Beanz attack anything.
I'm going to put the video on Patreon. I was just like, la-di-da-di-da. And I was like, Sweet Habanero's barking first. Beanz is going to be a scaredy of Beanz.
Oh my God.
Hear me go like, Beanz.
Oh my God.
So there's an official feud of the cutest small dog with a Mexican ingredient name.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. I am eager.
And the thing is you can hear the owner in the background go, "It's your friend Beanz." And then Beanz just protect the neck. So
Beanz got spicy.
Anyway. Oh, wow.
Love
okay,
that.
well, I'm going to go Google to see if people sell their farts online.
Perfect.
All right, this got weird.
Mm-hmm.